You want to build some arrows today? Let's do it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Iowa Archery Boys. My name is Billy, and today we're going to be doing a full arrow build. We got the new Easton Carbons 5.0. Let's get into it. All right, everyone. We're going to be building up these Easton arrows here today. Now, I'm only going to do 3 of them because I have done 3 already, and I'm going to save another half dozen for the hunting season. So we're only going to set up 6 in total, but we're going to get these guys set up today, and we're going to use some wraps and get that nice helical from the AAE Mini Max fletching jig, and we'll kind of see how everything goes. So all right, we got those arrows cut up now. Next thing we're going to do is get a little bit of acetone. Got this AAE epoxy for the hit inserts, or the match grade half outs more specifically. So these guys fit incredibly snug, and the first time that I put one in, I actually broke that little O-ring. Now that O-ring, or that silicone ring, is what helps keep it centered within the shaft, and so when it spins, everything stays consistent. So I think all you have to do is you kind of want to go in and twist, maybe. So let's see if I can't break this one again too, but man, they're snug. All right, got the half outs in, and next step is gonna be the arrow wraps. If I can find where I put them. All right, so there was a little bit of a break in the action, but we are back here tonight, finishing up where we left off on these arrows. So the next step is we're gonna get these arrows wrapped, and then the fletchings will go on. So I've already got my wrap laid out here. It is a little bit tricky to get everything lined up perfectly. It does want to stick to your finger, but kind of found that if I find a straight line, that helps me out tremendously. So it does sound like something that would make sense, but you know, it works. All right, so I just basically, actually, I'm gonna go this way. Line it up to the edge of the nock, straight down the shaft, and then I'm just gonna press down. And then once I'm down, I'm just gonna start rolling. All right. Got that one finished up. Where are my wraps? There they are. I really like these wraps from Boning. It's kind of a topography, but cool color. It's like a tan. I think it goes really well with the Easton 5.0s with the kind of gold-ish, tan-ish accents. Paired up with the OD green. Ooh, yeah. These babies are going to be looking sharp. Press down and roll. There we go. Does everybody else use arrow wraps out there? Once I've started using them, I don't think that I'll go back. I think it protects the arrow shaft for one, especially when you're trying to change out fletchings periodically. I mean, I think, there it is. I think it protects the arrow shaft, you know, and I found that if you heat it up with like hot water or with like a heat gun, these wraps just peel off so easily. All the glue comes off, the fletchings come off in one go. So it's a lot cleaner to change your fletchings on if you do that fairly often, like I kind of do myself, because I don't know, I must have ADD or something, because I like something and then I got to change it. I mean, I don't know. That's why I'm here, I guess. And let's be honest, they just look cool. Make those arrow shafts pop. They're a little spendy though, I'm not gonna lie. A 12 pack of these bad boys was like 20 bucks, so. All right, we got those on. Next, we're gonna get out our fletchings. Now, I've used this AAE Mini Max for a while now, and I do really like it. It puts a nice helical on it. It's easy to use, it's quick. I will say the one downfall though is that it's not as consistent and detailed as, let's say, a Bitzenberger would be, where you have a magnetic, you're doing one at a time, it's going in the same spot every time. If you get a little bit of glue stuck up in here, or you're not paying attention and it rises up a little bit, sometimes the fletchings don't go on 100% equal and straight, which is kind of annoying. So you just got to make sure that you're paying full attention. Which, when I'm filming and talking, and sometimes just in general, I overlook those things. But man, I've been a big fan of these AAE HPs. So just the 2-inch with the high profile. It's supposed to steer a fixed broadhead pretty damn nice. And honestly, the only gripe I have with them is they're pretty easy to hit when you're trying to shoot groups. Like, I feel like I've torn a number of them, and I'm not even that good of a shot, like, let's be honest. But I think because they're so high up, you know, that profile is high, they're a lot easier to hit when you're trying to stack a couple arrows in. I think I did a practice go around with 1 or 2 arrows, and I think the first shot I hit one of these fletchings, and I was kind of pissed, to be honest, because I had to strip the wrap and the fletchings and do it all over again. But super easy. The fletchings just go in. We're just gonna get some glue, tap, 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 and then just kind of spread around. I probably use a little bit more than I should, but I'd rather use more than not enough, because I've used not enough before and then they don't bond as well. So might as well lube it up. All right. There we go. All right, so I'm just gonna make sure these are all pushed down even. They are. Take my knock, pop it in the same way every time. It should, maybe. There it goes. Lock into place there. Cap goes on, secures it. There we go. And then I typically wait about 45 seconds to let them dry, but honestly, I'll probably fast forward through the rest of this part just so you guys can see this real quick, and then we'll get to the finish line, spin them on the arrow spinner, and hopefully they're spinning true, and that'll be a wrap. But I enjoy this stuff. It's a lot of fun. I think arrows are cool because they're so customizable, easy to use. You don't need a bow press, and you can make some cool designs with them. So we'll cut to the end here. We'll fast forward this portion and see you on the finish line. All right, now that's a wrap. I've got 6 arrows in total fletched up of these new Easton 5.0s, and man, I gotta tell you, these are looking clean, they're looking nice. This last one had a little bit of a bubble. I didn't seal the wrap as well as I should have, which is annoying, but I'm gonna put up with it for now. let's be honest, I'll probably end up switching it out here in the next couple of days because I'm a little bit OCD like that. But either way, these are looking super clean. This whole arrow setup right now is running about 435 with 175. It's actually 180 up front with the 55 grain insert, 125 grain head. And carbon to carbon, I'm only like 26 inches. With the half out, with the knock, my draw length is like 27 3/4, and that puts me pretty tight up to my rest. But I want it to be a little bit shorter. But man, very clean, very cool arrows. I'm excited that these are a lower GPI. I can get that weight down, get the speed up, still keep some weight up front in these, and camera's in the way. Yeah, that helical spins like a dream. So, all right, guys, that's a wrap for today. I'll have more videos to come. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. I'd really like some interaction. I mean, I'm happy to reply to some comments. I want to see, if you guys like arrow wraps, what arrows you're shooting, what fletchings you're shooting. If you fletch your own arrows, let's have an open conversation about it. But man, you guys' support helps me. I want to keep creating new content, and I shall for the time being. I'm getting ready for the fall season here to come, so I'm going to try to pump out some more videos, get my bow tuned in fully, and we'll kind of deep dive in that. And I'll show you some videos on shooting these Easton 5.0s. But until next time, peace.